What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another EU4 time-lapse video, and this time we're going back to some classics, that is the 32 tech videos. And so today we have taken the Roman Empire, put it into 1444 and given it 32 tech and seeing how badly they can destroy everyone else around them. Before we get started, I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs. We got Forks the Fox, we've got Krakow, and we've got Lawler. If you guys want to see your comments appear in future videos, leave me something nice or leave me something funny. Thank you guys so much for interacting, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing the videos. And with that, let's get going. Early rapid expansion by the Roman Empire into the Golden Horde. They are now heading for Muscovy. They also appear to have released France and released the Ottomans. That is governing capacity. In future videos going forward, we're going to be just basically removing governing capacity because honestly, it is just a hideous look. Although it might be beneficial to the Roman Empire if they still have France as a colony, then they would have colonies in South America, but I'm curious if by this point they might have actually lost France. Now, I do want to point out that green in England that looks like, hey, the Irish are doing really good. Yeah, that's not Ireland, that's Northumbria. Not exactly sure what happened, but something happened which caused England to release Northumbria. And I think they might have gone to war with the Roman Empire, but for some reason the Roman Empire didn't want any cores up there, and so just made them release territory. And so we have a Northumbrian Britain, which is honestly pretty cool. I love the idea that the Roman Empire was just like, let's go east. I see that a lot actually in these time lapses where European countries just go east if they have a boost. Rather than trying to consolidate Europe, it's like, I would guess it has to do with the sort of Eastern, Western tech, that it's just easier for Western tech countries. They have a boost over Eastern tech countries, and so we see that expansion east. The Roman Empire at this point is experiencing some trouble expanding, partially because of that governing capacity, and also, well, everyone's caught up to them tech-wise, and they keep releasing vassals who aren't loyal, and then they have to fight their vassals, and they've only just recently gotten to where they've almost got France under control, but they keep releasing the Mamluks and the Ottomans. You can kind of see why we're probably going to be getting rid of governing capacity, because it's just obnoxious. They actually lost Spain. They just won a war against Spain. Syrian is doing, honestly, very well. Syrian to China is not something we see very often. Honestly, seeing Delhi control India and Syrian to control China is kind of cool because they sort of fight each other at the beginning. Not something we see every day. Also, big fan of Malacca doing well. I love the purple, and so I will take Malaccan purple any day. Ettua appears to be the native that is going to unite North America. Chile decided not to go long, but instead is going thick. Also, I love that France just left. It's just Africa now. They're just like, we out. Saxony appears to have unified Germany and has pushed a little bit into the Nordic states of what hasn't been taken by Russia. I'm honestly not sure who controls England now. That, or is it, oh my goodness, it's Chile. I'm like 99% certain that I remember seeing Chile in England. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if maybe it was a personal union. It's got to have been like a personal union or vassal or something. I love that now that it's Chile and not England, the Roman Empire was like, hey, maybe we can make a push into England, when they could have been doing that for like ever ago. Somehow Bengal is coming out on top in India and China, even though they were the smaller. There was 3 states of Syrian, Delhi, and Bengal, and somehow the Bengals ended up on top there. And the French got kicked out of South Africa by the Russians. I don't know how, but sometimes weird stuff happens and you just accept it. And that brings us to the end of our time lapse. We are at 2965, and this world is weird. Couple things to point out. One thing you never thought you'd see in your life is Chilean Britain. I was wrong about Malaya. That is actually Nusantara. That's definitely interesting. And then just because, I mean, if it happens, you gotta see it up close. That is, in fact, Russian Southern Africa. Religion-wise, this is a very orthodox world. I don't think Islam exists. Yeah, there are small pockets of Sunni in Africa. We also do have some Anglican in the English Isles and Taiwan, because why not? Culturally, I'm a big fan of Musconite South Africa, and that Spanish, French yellow that's like everywhere is definitely interesting. Turkish expanded. Dynastically, it doesn't really look like we have many unions. The Livia is the Romans, the De Frieslands is the Russians, De Blois is the Chileans, but none of the major powers have unions with one another that could potentially lead to personal unions. So that's not something we're going to see if we ran this time lapse farther. And Roma, after 1,500 years, finds itself with 846 development. And last but not least, we have the great powers. And first, not surprisingly, the Roman Empire with 18,977 development. Russia, Etwa. The natives in North America came in third place, not bad. Bengal in fourth place, Chile in fifth place. Honestly, a little disappointed that they're not higher, given that they have South America and the English Isles. Saxony, Sarand, and Nusantara round out the top 8. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and leaving a comment, because I can thank you for doing that because I know you've already done it. Right? You've done it. Don't let me down. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. And so, until next time, Reath out.